Welcome back, everybody. We are still here hanging out with Chuckie Benson, the actor who plays Hambone in August Wilson's show 2 Trains Running, which is making its way to Wharton Center this Saturday. Now, Chuckie, you said something very interesting. You said in your performance, you're still discovering more about your character. So what are some of the things that you've learned about Hambone since you started playing this role?
That is so good because I'm not playing him conventionally as what I feel like the go-to usually is for Hambone. So in the script, Hambone, it's August Wilson gives the exact text of he says this phrase idiotically. What I have done is taken that and I didn't want to make it in a concept of like he's not intelligent. Like he's not smart. I think Hambone is smart. Is very smart. So I think that is one of the things that I found like during the rehearsal process that he is very smart. There is just a blockage, and I based him off of someone in real life back in like the 70s, 60s. James Robert Kennedy. They called him Radio. And back in those days, they didn't really have any verbiage for mental disorders. They just left it where it was, and even going back further, especially with Black people, they were just outcasts and tossed to the side, no matter what uh, uh, the learning disability was. And so Hambone for me, he retains, he understands. It's just a bit slower than you and I to retain that information. But he does get it. And what I was discovering that, yes, he does have intentions with the line that he does say, but it also means various different things. It doesn't mean just this one thing. That's another discovery.
Now, there is so much rich history that an actor has to work with when doing an August Wilson show. So tell us, how did you prepare for this role and the legacy that you're carrying on this stage?
It's such a historical piece, and it caused me to really dig back at what was and what these streets were. We also went to Pittsburgh and got to walk around in the area. We got to go to the August Wilson Museum and stuff. So all of it just it seemed like his work just like came to life. But this place, it's so sacred to me.
Well, Chuckie, this show takes place in the late 60s, and although we're telling this story 57 years later, what about this story resonates with audiences today?
You can definitely resonate with the civil unrest, the not settling as Black people for what the man gives us. You know what I'm saying? That's Memphis makes that very known in this show. And at what cost? It's like, the wanting of getting what you as a human, what should be a right, what should be a given, what should be fair. That's what this is, and we can totally relate that to now. History is going to continue to repeat itself, and this is a mirror. I think 2 Trains Running is a huge mirror. There's so much. Again, I go back to the time period of the late 60s, like it's at its peak.
Well, they say that theater is supposed to make you feel, and it's supposed to make you think about the world around you. So how do you want people to think and feel when this show is over?
Freedom is heavy, to quote the show. Freedom is heavy. You got to put your shoulder to freedom, and hope that your back don't give out. Memphis says that in the show. August Wilson really hit it. Like he really hit it with our community. He really raised awareness, and that's what I think all his shows in this cycle is awareness. It is a testament of how strong Black Americans are and how resilient. I think being resilient is also a message of this show, and standing up for something. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Well, Chuckie, on that note, I've already got my ticket, but if you at home want to see 2 Trains Running, it's in town at Wharton Center for one night only this Saturday. You can use the information listed below to get your tickets, and we'll see you there.